Heyo. Hey guys. It's Friday, guys. Woo! Thank goodness. End of the week. End of the week. Ah. Hey guys, thank you so much for popping in. I'm excited. Just because I love streaming. I don't have anything particularly exciting we're going to do today, except for the fact that I really want gapples. We're still working towards the goal of getting into the Nether as safely as possible, which means I need gapples. Last time I died in hardcore because I fell in lava, and had I more gapples, had I more protection on my armor, I might not have died in the lava. Whoopsie daisy. So we are going to be doing that today. We're going to be going way out to where the Badlands biome was, and we're going to hold on. Forgot to open this up on the stream up on my phone to make sure everything's playing correctly. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going searching for some gold. It has been an interesting week. Who else had to deal with the fun time of the whole Microsoft being down? Because I did today. My computer at work today was completely and utterly not destroyed, but it got so got. I did not get my computer turned back on, fixed until hey Jojo, thank you for the bits, friend. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, my work computer got ganked today, so less than ideal. I got 0 sleep last night, so I slept through it. Oh man, I wish that was me. I didn't get any work done today. I need to sleep. It is night. I did end up getting on this in between last week. Literally just went through on and traded a bunch of string to get some books and more emeralds. But yeah, that's the only thing I did. So most of this is just as it was last week. Not directly, but my QPP spent 9 hours at the airport waiting for a delayed flight because it ended up getting canceled and a friend's surgery had to be postponed. Oof. Yeah, that does suck. Like the airport and the postpone. I'm really concerned about the people, because in some countries 911 was disabled, like the hospitals that had it, their computers knocked out and they need to do surgeries and whatnot. There's a lot. It was bad. I mean, it was bad just for me. Okay, so we need more gold. This is how much gold we have, right? I want gapples. I have enough for like 1 gapple. And then I made some gold boots that we're going to enchant later. Don't need it right now. Okay. Yeah, it has been a crazy week. I also got rear-ended as I was driving this week. So the back of my car is a bit messed up, which was just, I didn't need that to happen. At least they took fault, and already the AO3 on their course, already they've just their internet, not the internet, their insurance has already said they'll cover it, so it's all good. I finally catch a stream. Woo! Hey, welcome. I am glad you were able to make it. Welcome in. We were just talking about how the AO3 curse had me hit by a car. Not hit by a car. My car hit by a car this week. But luckily, like I said, so where's the fortune right there? It's not a big deal. They're going to pay for it. There we go. I don't think I'll have enough to put this on my boots. Will I? Unfortunate, I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be too expensive. Okay, that's fine. We're going over to the Badlands anyways, so I'm gonna take that with me. Because then there is... It's 3 a.m.? That's early. That's early. That's early. Well, welcome in. There was one person that... It's been a while, but they came in... Oh, I remember who it was. It was Cadian. He came into the stream because he had gotten up to go to the bathroom. And he had... I'm going to take these with me. He'd gotten up to go to the bathroom. And he saw that I was live and literally clicked in and spent time for me. that was fun. In my defense, I was watching my friend's streams in our server. Aww. That's fun. Okay. Time zone buddies. It seems like I know quite a few people that live in that time zone. Which is interesting because it's very much not my time zone. It is only 9 p.m. here. Okay. Oh, I wanted to grab a boat. Let's see. Do I not have any of the boats in here? But yeah, my car got rear-ended today while I was... It has now been 3 separate times I have been rear-ended while stopped at a red light. Completely stopped too. Not in the sense that I was stopped and that the person behind me just rammed into me. Not like I stopped hard and then they rammed into me. Just, I was stopped, chilling there for who knows how long. And then all of a sudden, boom, right in the back. Not the same intersection, but 2 of them were on the same road. 2 of them were the same road. Let's see. I want to come in and thank you for your stories. They've been really helping me through some rough... Oh, and especially Sweeter Than Honey. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Nini. I'm glad you enjoy it. I love... Listen, I totally just wrote these stories for myself because I like writing for myself, but it's so nice that other people enjoyed them as well. I think you'll take these, right? Yes. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Oh. That's not what I needed. I love being unemployed because I stay on Fridays and catch your streaming. Hey, employment pog. Unemployment pog. I'm trying to find a pun in that, but I can't figure it out. I don't want to know how many times I've read Sweeter Than Honey. Here's the thing, I have also read that very, very many times. Just 'cause. Did it break? Oh, I'll have to fix this later. I bet it broke because I went offline. It has actually taken over my brain. Here's the thing. Just like, because everyone makes fun little scenarios when they're going to bed at night. I totally had moments of fun little scenarios where I was like making crossovers of Sweeter Than Honey with like different media. Like I think the main one I was doing was like Aragon and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is how my brain is thinking. I am making crossovers of my own damn fic. And I'm like, okay. I missed the pandemic because of time having no meaning. I was super stressed when there was the close down with the pandemic because at the time I was working as a substitute teacher. And I did not make very much money as a substitute teacher at all. I made about $11,000 a year. $11,000 a year while I was working as a substitute teacher. And so I had like a really strict schedule, or not schedule, like budget. I had a really strict budget. And when the pandemic closed 2 months before school was supposed to close, I was just stressed because I did not have a job, and it was by the day I was paid. So there was no health insurance, there's no anything. And then my friend was like, hey, you should come work with me. And I'm like, sure. And the job, I swear, the job is like 4 times less stressful than teaching, and it paid twice as much. Maybe even 3 times as much. I did not make very... No, it was more like twice as much. But gosh. Right to, and the stories that evolve right before I sleep are the best. Exactly! Every single one of my stories has come from a dream, including the one shot that I was planning on finishing today and posting right after stream that's now over 10,000 words. But because of the stupid... now there's so many boats right here. Because of the stupid, computer problem, I couldn't write fic at work. So unfair. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I have everything I need. But, yeah, that one was a dream. That one's a good dream. Teachers should be paid more. Testing. Yeah! I see your message. Were you writing before when we weren't seeing them? You've been here a whole bunch of time? Yeah, I went just now scrolled back up. I didn't see any of your messages that you were saying before. I think it's just raining. I think it's not night. Okay. Let's see. I changed up the F3 situation now so you can actually see. Okay, what coordinates do we need to go? 2,844, 1943. Okay, so we'll just go positive 2,000, positive 1,900. It was eating your messages. I wonder why it would do that. I'm just gonna blame it on, what is, I keep forgetting what is it, CrowdStrike. There we go. Hey yo, Tori! Hopefully Twitch got some nutrition from your chat. I think I've had like multiple nights where I was just imagining continuing story after Sweeter Than Honey. I know that one nice person wrote, like, it got stuck in their brain, Sweeter Than Honey, and they wrote something inspired by it. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, thank you so much. But oh my god, yes, I also interact with fics I like by bonking them against other fics and media I like. Exactly. It's self-care. Okay, I think I need to go a little bit more this way. Thank you so much for this. I'm gonna not cry. I'm not gonna cry. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I was talking about CloudStrike and how their untested update wrecked a bunch of people's computers. It wrecked mine at work. So, yeah. Because you can go a ton of different ways with it. I was very hesitant to sub because I was rarely able to catch stream while working, but it's worth it. Even if I miss a stream, love your content and your voice is so sweet. I don't know what to say. I'm glad. I appreciate it. I hope that you get so much enjoyment out of it. I'm trying to find. I'm struggling to find things to say. I just appreciate. I have like 3 or 4 stories. Ooh, you should write them so I can read them. Yes. I would like to read them. Your technos are in a salad spinner in my mind, and I randomly pick one out and throw it out of various fills. Heck yes! Wet cat technos get thrown at fills. Absolutely. Achievement unlocked. Made streamer almost cry. I compliments, man. Here's the thing. Okay, compliments. I like compliments. I think everyone likes compliments. Because they're nice. But also, I have no idea how to take them because I want the person to know that I am grateful and thankful. But also, I feel like a lot of the time my tone, or I've been told in the past, my tone comes across as a little disingenuous. So I worry whenever I say thank you. I don't want it to come across as like, oh yeah, of course, thank you. Of course I deserve that. So then I'm like, how do I put enough words to describe exactly how I feel? And then I get all flustered, and then I'm like, I just think about it, and I'm just like, yeah. Too many kind words. Kind words cause my brain to stutter and buffer. Kind words are to my brain what CrowdStrike was to Windows. I'm never posting my stories. Nope. English is not my first language, and most of my sentences are not correct. I'm very much afraid of judgment. I can understand being afraid of that, because people can be jerks. I can understand that. But also, I hope you still write them, even if you don't want to post them. Like, always continue to write, because that is an excellent way. If you want to improve on English, that's a great way to just improve, is to write what you want. But yeah, and like I see Sorley as saying, if anyone judges you harshly, we'll smack them. Oops. We're going to smack them. Because that's such a douche thing to do. Because you speak a whole other language. I speak like 3 pieces of French and English. Like, and I barely speak English. Never stop writing. Heck yeah. To finish your stream is fun, but chill. Your voice is like calming, but interested in what you're saying, so it doesn't end up boring. And I have a lot of fun talking about Fix and techno in your stream. Perfect way to find. It is. Talking about Fix on a Friday night is just perfect. It's perfect. Okay, do we go through the scary forest? We're going through the scary forest again. Actually, we're going to go around the scary forest. We're going to try to go around. French is a hard language, and my accent is almost laughable. I read it a little bit better. I speak French, Dutch, and English, Dutch being my main language. Dude, you are so smart. You are so smart. Because from what little I know of Dutch, like just random words, Dutch, English, and French are just not similar at all. Like, I mean, they have some similarities, but holy crap, you are a very smart cookie. Like, I am genuinely impressed by that. That's a lot of hard work. Ooh. But one of the things I learned with French is just don't say the last syllable and you're probably close to what it's supposed to be pronounced. Let's see. We'll use the cobble to get up on the tree. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. It really isn't. It was a pain. I was very much forced by school. I wish American schools would force kids more to learn languages. I think it'd be good for us. I think it'd be so good for us. Okay, let me look at the angle. Am I going the right way? Yeah, we'll go this way. Go up. My high school, it was mandated that we learn a language. Like, and they offered Spanish and they offered German. So I took Spanish and I could not speak a single sentence in Spanish. Tells you about how well they did about teaching us Spanish. It was basically just there to fulfill a credit. I'm glad you like my playlist. Yeah. Oh man, so many people saying so many things. I want to know what you're saying. I've been solely indoctrinated begrudging interest in French. You know, here's a fun French fact. You want a fun French fact? Not a French fry, but a French fact. The sport tennis comes from the French word tenez, which means basically like have it or take it. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's have. Because you'd be like hitting the ball back to the other person sort of thing. But in French, that was originally a French word. But over time, French stopped basically pronouncing the last syllable. It's not that there's rules behind what they pronounce at the end of a word, but the last syllable oftentimes gets cut off. So even though it came from French, that word in French is now pronounced as tenez, or like it's Tenez. So it was originally a French word that is no longer pronounced like that in French. Weird French fact. Chat is nice. Everyone, here's the thing. Everyone in this chat is so nice. Like, so sweet all the time. Lovely angel people. Truly. Makes it so much fun for me. Because they're half the entertainment value, because they just, everything they talk about is just like interesting and nice and cool. So yeah. I need to learn Russian. I tried a couple years back. Ooh, Russian I feel like would be really hard, but that's one that any... Oh, thank you for the 100 bits.
Amazing community less than 3.
Aww. Everyone here is amazing. Everyone is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, Russian, I think any language where you have to learn a different alphabet has to be very hard, because you got to change your whole brain for that. Oh no, not the compliments. Thanks, guys. You're so sweet. You're so nice. Couldn't do without you. I've been betrayed by Duolingo. They've changed the course I was learning, and now it says I'm done. Speaking of Duolingo, a lot of their stuff, people have said that their stuff has gotten in lower quality over the last year. And then like they were talking about why, and it's because Duolingo has switched to AI translations. And basically what they do is they fired all of their translators and switched it over to AI, and the translators they have left basically just look over the AI translations and correct them. Yeah, so like, so people have been noticing that there's a lot of inaccuracies just because if you look at the AI translation, like they're just looking at AI translations and correcting. Yeah, it's super messed up. But if you notice like a decline, that would be why. Okay, so I need to keep going this way. You guys are having the exact same reaction I had when I heard that. As soon as food is involved, I'm head over heels. Food is the best way to show love to people. Tomorrow I'm playing it's sort of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a tabletop role-playing game. I'm playing that with some friends, and my friend Whitney is planning to make birria tacos, and she's made them once before, and they were so good. Hold on. I know I'm here for gold, but I'm going to need some of these. I'm going to need some of these. I'm going to need to take some of these with me. Heck yeah. But it's going to be birria tacos, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. It's not a big... Here's the thing. I'll try to find it. Oh, wait. I might be close to the coordinates right now. One second. Let me look at them. 1943, 28. Okay, no, I got to still go a lot further on the 2844. Okay. Good night, Nini. Yeah, you probably need sleep, Nini. Go to sleep. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Hope to see you again, but sleep well. But the module that we're running, literally the whole game is just on one piece of paper. It's something my friend Whitney found on Reddit. It is one piece of paper that someone hand wrote, and it's called Trashkins. And the game is you play as different trash animals, like think possums or raccoons, stuff like that. Oh, thank you, little dolphin. And so we've played it once before, and I played a goat girl called Roblox, whose backstory was her parents were killed by a cult she was raised in as like a sacrifice to like summon their god. But when they summoned the god, a gnat passed by and the god possessed that gnat, which turned into becoming the the final boss was that gnat. So I had fun with that. This time, oh, look at the baby cow. This time around, I'm playing a pigeon named Rob a Guy Lucci. Okay, I need to get my coordinates set up. Okay, yes, this is the direction I need to go. Rob a Guy Lucci. And I am part of the rat mafia. I was raised by rats. I think that I am a rat with wings. Right now, the rat mafia has had to go underground a bit because of a rival mafia. But yeah, I'm a pigeon that thinks he's a rat with wings. It's going to be so much fun. So excited. Let's see. Keep going this way. It's going to be so fun. And I plan to play it. One of the little things I want to play with it is I'm just going to constantly refer to my mom, be like, my mother, God rest her soul, like that. And if someone asks how my mom's died, I'm gonna be like completely insulted. Like, why would you think my mom's dead? She just has insomnia. She has insomnia. How could you say she's dead? I love my mom. How dare you? Like that sort of thing. Pigeons do make milk. It's not actual milk. It's more like, it's I would not drink that kind of milk, but they do make milk. Nice, we're here. Oh, hydrate. Boop, hold on one second, let me get some water. Incoming of mouth sounds. Mouth sounds. I'm wary of bird talk after Phil's chat. Yeah, they have some cursed facts in Phil's chat. Always, yep. Was saving up for Pastor Tim Tail, but I also forgot to hydrate, so you suffer with me. Haha. If I'm drinking water, the guys, you need to drink water too. Everyone should be hydrated. Okay, I'm here, so I can turn this off. Evening! Welcome, welcome! We were discussing being hydrated. Oh, look at the little bunnies! Eventually, they're gotta fix the bunny programming so they're a little less danger prone. Right? Because they're just like constantly... They're very cute, though. Look at that. Look at his little bun. You like, yeah, get water. Woo! Empty my half-gallon bottle. Heck yeah, everyone stay hydrated. Hydration. Okay, so the last time we were digging for gold in the Badlands is the closest we have come to dying in this world. Because we fell down a hole because we weren't paying attention. So we don't need to do that. Right? Like, we don't need to fall down a hole. However, we only had iron armor then, so... And we didn't have feather falling, so we should be good. We should be good. Yeah, the problem is Bunny is the fall damage, and they just keep jumping off the edge of stuff. You nearly have enough for the 3-minute ads. Oh, man. Okay, so hold on. I actually do need this a second, because I need to get to... We're going to get to block 16. I think 16 is probably the best for gold. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 16. So we're going to work on getting to that level, but maybe far away from the spawner. Hello, welcome in. We're mining for gold today and trying not to die. Both ambitious goals. You have enough for the 3-minute ad? Okay, so we went this way. I just really don't want to go in a cave. Or not a cave, a mine shaft. We're going to go back this way. I don't like being mean and there isn't enough high-level nice stuff to do. You're right. I do need to put some more fun stuff in there. Anyone have any ideas for like things that I should do for channel point redemptions? I mean, it's always an option. Redeemed voice changer. Oh, okay. Voice changer. So I have a couple of options for the voice changer. Would you want me to be like deeper voice or like ooh-woo voice? Or I think there's like an elderly voice that I can do. Which one do you want? Because like I can do multiple. Like I've done, let's see. We got
this voice, we could do this one. Okay, so
I'm always fond of the ooh voice, which let me listen to that on my end. Yes, so I can talk in this voice, which is very ooh. Recoiled. Redemption Central. Pick a playlist song. Ooh, that would be good. I could do that. Okay, so I think I usually do this, 10 minutes is what I had it set on? The voice changer? I think that's what it was. Can I do that for me? 5 minutes now. It'll do 5 minutes. So I'll change it back at 9:41. 9:41 my time. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. Coolio. Okay. So we're going to find a place to dig down now. I think we'll do this right here. But yeah, it's time. Please, Mr. Obama. Please. Yeah, so we got the ooh voice for 5 minutes. But yeah, you're totally right. Pick a song would be a good one. Here, we'll put this up here. Do this. What would some other ones be? There's quite a few, like, different things you can use that would, like, connect to things on the stream. Down. Like, I know you can use, like, Mix It Up Bot to do some fun things where you do, what's the word? Like, different overlays, or you can have, like, I don't know, dancing chickens on the screen that pop up. I know in Phil's chat, he recently added the feature to, time out people in his chat, like, even mods. I haven't seen anyone use that yet, I don't think. I have, like, 290,000, pizza points in Phil's chat, and I don't know what I want to use them on. There we go. This is what we're here for. Tasty, tasty gold. Thank you, gold. It's the ooh voice. The ooh voice has attracted the gold to us. The sounds? One suggestion would be 50k spoiler question. Ooh, that is a good suggestion. One free question, spoilers allowed. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down somewhere because I'll forget. I write these down. So, spoiler redemption. Redeem. And the other one was a playlist choice. I like that. Oh, I missed. That would be very neat. How do you describe them? It feels like they start with a C or a B. That is 10 Pastor Tim stories. One free question, but Lynn tells us a truth or a lie. Ooh, something to do with a truth or a lie question would be a lot of fun. That's true. Unfortunately, I feel like it's pretty easy to tell when I'm lying. Though also I could just do it like it has to be true, but I don't have to be direct. You know? Like, when did I put Evanescence on here? Hold on. Oh, it was a cover. 2 truths and a lie? Ooh, that would be good. Has to be true, not honest. Exactly, exactly. What about a game of 2 truths and a lie with a poll? Okay, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. 2 truths and a lie with a poll. Write that down. Little bit of a gamba game. That'd be fun. I like that. We're at 55 right now. Gamble on your honesty or lack of. See, every time I've played truth, or not every time, recently when I've played 2 truths and a lie, in like work settings, because one of the people I work with, really likes icebreaker games. But they always figure out what my truth is. This one person. And I couldn't figure out why. And then she said something that blew my entire mind. She's like, if it's something that you're saying that you were socializing with someone, almost always that's the truth. And which astounds me because I would not consider myself a very social person. But she's like, no, if it's talking about socialization, that's usually what your truth is. And I'm like, oh, weird. I don't consider myself a very social person, so that's interesting. Rate my theory. Ooh, hold on, I missed that. Rate my theory where you rate the accuracy of what people think. Ooh, that's fun. Let me write that down too. My theory. Honestly, I feel like I could do a whole thing with that, like rate my theory. Like if I, before a stream, like set up a Google Doc or a Google form where people could just like send them in and then I could rate them. Oh, it's 9:41. Time is up. Time is up. So we're done with Uwu Voice. Say goodbye to Uwu Voice unless someone redeems. You know, I couldn't hear this, so.
I did not get the full effect of that. Like, I just did not have to listen to myself speak like that, so. Bye-bye, Uwu Voice, unless someone else wants to redeem it, but I think it has a cooldown on it. So. And backlash again. It is very jarring. I have a voice monitor that I can hear my voice if I connect it. Most of the time I don't have it connected. Just because, I mean, I feel like if I listen to my own voice, I start talking slower, which is interesting, but not necessary. So, whiplash either way. That was the perfect amount of time. Gave it time to get used to it, and then bam, back. Nice. Whenever I did set it up, I remember thinking I didn't want it to get annoying. Like, I didn't want people to like, I was never going to put it on like an hour because after a time, some of the other voices I didn't show up off. So like
Here you have like this voice, and
And this.
there's this voice over here that's like super reverb. It can sound like robot, but I kind of think it sounds more like a transformer. You know what I mean? And then you have this voice, which I don't know what it's going for. It says monster on here.
And then this one says child, but I think it sounds like a chipmunk, which is even more uwu, I think. You know what I hear? Like, this one, and then I think
This is the elderly one, which I don't think sounds elderly. It just made my voice slightly deeper.
which is a bit of a disappointment.
Appointment when you click on something thinking it's going to say elderly. So yeah, those are all the voice options I have. Oh, let's turn that off. Would you like to play a game? Oh yes, it did sound like that. I've only seen like one of the Saw movies, so I did not make that connection. Okay, a little bit lower. Yeah, I got this voice changer thing for Christmas. It does a bunch of different little voice thingies, but the voice changing one, it also has like auto tune on it, but I don't really know how that works. Scary sound. I've seen clips but instantly recognized it. Saw is such an interesting like horror series, just in the fact that the way it marketed itself. Let's see. Oh, it can go down a little bit lower. The way it marketed itself is like this gore fest, but then it actually has like really thoughtful, it has interesting things to say. Sort of like the Purge movies. They sort of like, the first one, it was like marketed as like, just like this murder everything genre, but it was actually talking about how the government will do anything to maintain its status quo of violence. I needed coal. So we're going to do this. It has psychological aspects. Exactly. Is my inventory already full? That's crazy. I've barely gotten any gold and my inventory is already full. Okay, we'll get rid of some cobblestone. Like, what would you know, Gen Loss? Yes, here's the thing. I never finished watching Gen Loss. I watched the streams after the fact. What was I doing? Oh, I went too far. Dude, this is the level I want to be on. I watched them after the fact. I got to the last episode. Here's the thing. I have chronic last episode fatigue. I don't know I don't know what to call it. With any media I watch, when I get to the last episode, I just stop and I'm like, I'm good. Doesn't matter how much I love it. Doesn't matter how good it is. As soon as I get to that last episode, my brain just like clicks off and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need any more. It's the oddest thing. I do it with everything. I've done it with anime. I've done it with TV shows, podcasts. I've done it rarely with books. Like I'll be reading a book and then I get to like the last book in the series or sometimes even the last chapter and I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I don't need it. No idea why I do that. Okay, let's get rid of the kelp. Don't really need the terracotta. Gravel bop. I don't need all this dirt. Okay, so far we got 30 gold. That's pretty good. I've heard it described as some... Hold on, I need to drink. My nose is getting stuffed up for some reason from talking. I've heard someone describe it before as not wanting a good thing to end. Exactly. Exactly. Though at the time, it's usually like more like, nah, I'm good. I'll just be like, yeah, it's fine. The only show I've watched in at least 2 years is HBO's Chernobyl. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen a lot of stuff, though. I need to watch it. Once you've seen the ending, your brain sort of puts it to rest or something. I see a cave down there. That makes sense, though. I first noticed I did that when I was watching Ouran High School Host Club. And I got to the last episode, and literally just did the same thing. I have still never seen the last episode of Ouran High School Host Club. Also traumatized by poor finales. You're not wrong. Where it's like I'll pick it up tomorrow and then I never do that again. Still in Badlands, right? Yes. It's good, but horrifying in a way, heart-wrenching. I sort of know what happens at the end of Gen Lost. I don't know the context behind it, really. But I got a general idea of what happens. Okay, we're not going this way anymore. Did you get the AU I sent? I saw it in my ask box. I have not had a chance to read it this week. But I did see it, and I do plan to read it. But I saw it, and I saw the beginning of it, and it said main character death, and I'm like, I'm going to need to strap in emotionally because this person knows how to do emotional things. And then I did not get back to it. So good. Random question for the writers out there. Since I found out there's a lot here, but how do you get past hating your writing writer's block? Honest, like for me, the way I get past writer's block is I start reading. Like if I'm in a block, I go read other people's stuff. And like just having that other creativity helps me for whenever I dislike my own writing. I try to remember, I can't remember what it's called. It's the graph that's talking about skill, your perceived skill versus like your growth. And in it was talking like there's a point in time where your ability to judge how good something is greater than your ability to meet that goal. And so I try to not think of it as, oh, my writing is actually crap. I think of it as I am improving. I am seeing more problems. So therefore I am improving. And that means if I keep working at it, I will be able to fix those things. But also, yes, stop punishing everyone's giving such good advice. Everyone's giving such good advice. But specifically, yes, what So Many Puns says. Stop punishing yourself for writing. A lot of people go back and read their writing and tell themselves how bad it is. Don't do that. I agree with that. I say it's fun to go back and read your writing. Focus on what you liked. Focus on what you thought was good. And specifically, focus on what was fun about writing it. Like, maybe you go back to something you wrote 10 years ago and you're like, yeah, there's nothing I really liked about this. I could have done a million things better. But think about how great it was to write that. It was something you made. It's like when I look back on my old crochet projects that are like absolute junk. They're not that great, but there was so much love poured into it and how much I enjoyed it. Like, who am I trying to impress? I made it for me, and I've come a long way. Yes, like, you guys have I'm just sitting here. If I were to just like, am I still in the Badlands? I'm trying to like, every single one of you has such great advice, and I'm trying to like point out all of them. Like, this is good advice, and this is good advice, and this is good advice. But I just can't cover them all because you guys just keep giving too much good advice. Guys, stop giving so much good advice. You're making my life hard. How could you do this? Stop giving advice. But yeah. Hold on. I think Gold in the Badlands is close to surface. Is it? I feel like that this probably applies to writing too, as of many friends who show their drafts saying they're bad. Yes, showing your work to other people could be good. Okay, I'm going to go look really quickly to double check Badlands Gold height because it might be higher. Badlands, gold level. There's so much good advice. Okay, let's see. What is the best level to find gold? Okay, blah, 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 blah. No, this is an AI generated. Let's see. Let's see. Gold can spawn in all biomes, but there's one Badlands, Mesa biome. Gold not only more frequent, but it can spawn much higher. And the Badlands biome, gold can spawn between level Y. Level 32 is the most common. Thank you so much for telling me, because I would have been on this level 16. Level 32. And you got it before me. I just needed to look at chat. They have such good advice on writing and art, as well as mining and Minecraft. Where's my staircase? Oh no. Where's my staircase? Right here. Bop. We're going up. Oh, you have the graph on your desktop. 32. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna find so much gold. Oh! Immediately. Nice. Nice. I'm so excited. We're gonna get so many gapples. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need to get the graph for the levels. It'll make my life so much easier. But I got chat, so why do I need a graph? Only half. You're only booked for one ride of this earth. Everything I've ever written is self-indulgent. Like, everything. Every single thing I've ever written has just been me being like, hey, wouldn't this be cool? Oops. Oh, torch. Bop. Okay, that's true. Sometimes you want to make art for your friends. But still. Be self-indulgent with friend art, too. Boop. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Up. Need to make a shovel, apparently. Eris was so sweet. Eris, this past week, messaged me like, hey, I wanted to make cool art to make people happy. Can I make some art from one of your fics? And then they did. And I have been like screaming over it. It's so sweet of them. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. Made me so happy. Okay, boop. Give me that. Okay, we're gonna need more sticks. There we go. Pop. Sticks. And then... Okay, that's plenty, probably. Actually, we'll do this and this to get a full stack of torches. Yes. I'll probably actually dissolve if someone made art for a thing that I made. There's a reason I don't do a face cam, and it's because people have been too nice to me and I have dissolved into being a puddle. That's the actual reason why there's no face cam. It's totally not because I tend to stream in my pajamas with my hair soaking wet. Totally not that. It is completely because people are too nice to me and I have become the ultimate state of a puddle of goo. There's just so many nice people. Come on, boop. How in the world do we deal with so many nice people? I get it. We be nice to them, and we make them into a puddle of goo. As revenge. Oh, that looks like a lot of... Everything I've ever written is self-indulgent. See, Lynn is... Oh... Deeply admired. Who does she write for herself? Write for yourself too, and people who love the same thing as you will come flocking. Exactly. And in the event that somehow you are single, only person who likes it, at least you have thick art perfectly suited for your taste. Exactly. Exactly. You can send me more sad AUs to reduce goo. Yes, you will solidify me. I will become a solid once more with the heartbreak that you will put into my ask box. It's so squealy, zilly way I could describe it. The emotions are too strong, like amazing happiness, but also how they like the thing I do. Exactly, exactly. If I didn't have such a busy schedule, I would go all in. Yes. See, I am absolutely, my schedule and my energy level, there's so many cool like events that people hold. Like you have Fig Fight and you have just different challenges that people do throughout the year, like Wumptober and stuff like that. I can never do them. I've tried in the past to do them. I always get burnt out on myself, and then it sucks. But like, there's so many cool things that people can do. Like with there's the Summer Ween one that the Three Musketeers is doing. That's really cool. Probably not going to participate in it because I'm so busy right now. I work in tourism, so the summer is literally my busiest time. There's so much to get done. Gosh, there's so many cool art events. Bop. Go this way a bit more. Okay. See, it looks Techno and Tommy into a faulty escape pod and eats them into the void. Oh, that one broke my heart. The one with the oxygen depletion you sent me, that one broke my heart. I just made a meme for a friend's fic and they digitally combusted. Exactly. That was such a great moment. I love making people happy, and then I get happy, and now everyone is squealing with joy. Yeah, I love making memes for people. It is so fun. I have meme generator like saved on my phone. Another thing I do with meme generator though is if you ever see me making memes about my own fic on Tumblr, it's because I'm procrastinating writing. It's because I got the tab open and I'm looking at it and I'm like, why can't this write itself? So instead I go over and I make a meme. Every single meme I have ever put on Tumblr about my own writing is because of that. Every single one of them. How did I get up on 30? Oh, right. I went to 32. Still in the Badlands. Oh, there's an ad that's going to be starting in 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Just so you warning, if you need to go to the bathroom soon, that would be your pee break. See your friend's nervous system. Surely hugging him wasn't a bad idea. Oh, no. Okay, let's go. 1, 2. Let's go this way. Nada. Speed riding challenge approaches. Okay, we go this way. Nada. Bruh. Still in the Badlands. There we go. You gotta, listen, someone has to hold the Wump crown. Someone has to hold the Wump crown. It's a heavy burden. It's a heavy burden, but someone's gotta do it. Stream is too interesting, but the ads add another level of sprinting and monotony. Kinda hate ads, yeah. Let's see. It gives you the option when there's ads to like mute them for 30 seconds. Or not 30 seconds. You mute them and they don't appear again for 5 minutes. I don't know why I said 30 seconds. but they will appear, and you can only snooze 3 times per stream. Like, so you can't just constantly be snoozing them, which kind of sucks. Come on, where'd all my gold go? Where'd all my delicious, delicious, shiny gold go? Lynn, hypothetically, if you could choose a fic that you would like fan art of the most, what would it be? Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. Any art you make is going to absolutely send me into a goo pile. All of them. But I have a clear favorite of fic. Like, To Be Truly Free is my baby. It is my lifeblood. It is the child of my loins. So it's the favorite child. Always. It's always the favorite child. But I love all of them. Right now, Out for Blood has not had any fan art at all. But I don't feel like there's been any like iconic scenes in Out for Blood that have inspired anyone to draw. So that doesn't shock me. It's like in the olden times when you run to the bathroom during ads and your sibling screams at you, "It's starting!" Hold on, I can recreate that. I can recreate that. Sort of like that. Okay. I need to reread Out for Blood. That one, like, Out for Blood was supposed to get a lot further in chapter 2 than it did, but I ran out of time. I wanted to get another attack in for that one event in the Three Musketeers. So it was supposed to be slightly longer. So chapter 3 is going to be quite long. Is it good, Lynn? I haven't read it. Out for Blood. Hold on, make sure I read that correctly. It's good. It's the superhero one that I did. Yeah, if you get no ads, it just means that Amazon didn't have any ads relevant to you, so you got to skip it. But yeah, Out for Blood is the superhero AU, the one that was totally not inspired by me rereading My Hero Academia. No, couldn't be at all. Totally was not rereading that at the time when that idea came to me. Oh, we're in Dripstone Caves now. So we need to go back. He is evil. He is absolutely evil. Lynn, it's 4 a.m. Don't force me to reread Out for Blood right now. You should totally reread it. What's the worst that can happen? It's only 2 chapters. It's barely 12,000 words. Like, it's not that much. It's not that much. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. To be honest, I wish I had a gentle, subtle touch. I wish I could write manipulation, but my touch is clumsy and heavy, so my characters keep ending up sobbing and bleeding. Mysterious. Mysterious. Totally. Totally. Who could see this happening? Okay, we're going to go this way. Go this way. Oh, no. Ba 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 da ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba da da. Ba. Ba 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 ba. Doot doot doot. Ah. And then we just Okay. Yep. Rip bot. I can still see that chat though. I wish to get rid of. Oh well. I don't get bots enough. Let's see, to have to do this, which is not a bad problem to have. There we go. Rip the bot, burn the bot, kill, rip, tear, asunder, murder, purge, delete. Kill Jimin. There we go. Death. Feed it to the SBI vampires. It's all ashes. Evil. Destroy. Rend. Wild how we were just talking about violence in the spot volunteer. Exactly. It just got our purge on. It's fine. Fireworks going off in the background. Blood for the blood god. Bot blood all over the place. Psh, splurting everywhere. Splurting? Splurting is not a word. Vossabot instantly coming innocent. It's like, I'm still allowed white. Vossabot coming in like this.
I'm still around, white. I'm still allowed in the chat. I can be here, white. I'm a good bot. Right?
Just like that. Okay, let's make sure we're still in the right biome. We are. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go this way. And this way. Okay, put this here. Make sure I'm in Dripstone Caves again. I'm back in the caves. Fine. Okay, where's my steps? Where are the stairs? Oh no. This is the problem with my mining method. I get lost. Oh no. I once had a terrific witch cackle that I perfected. It's been a while since I ever used it. People found it rather concerning. Where am I? I'm lost in the mines. I'm lost in the mines. Oh, here's the stairs. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go this way then. 1, 2, 3. One of the fun things is one of my follower alerts is my friend Whitney cackling. Hold on. Let me go back to... So, like, if you listen to this follower alert, because I'm going to replay the last follow. It's not very loud. Hold on. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to pause the song real quick. I'm going to replay this. It's my friend Whitney. I messaged her like, hey, can you give me a sound? Just a sound, any kind of sound to put as my alert. Well, actually, I didn't tell her it was my alert. Just give me a sound. And that's what she did. And I'm like, fantastic. Nyahaha. Nyahaha. Exactly. And there's another one in there as well that is also her. I don't remember if it's on the sub alert or just like a separate one that can come up with follows. And then there's another one from a friend, Limbo. I literally just told them, give me a sound, and it became that. 16 minutes. I just saw that. 16 minutes top, nonstop laughing. My stomach would hurt. My stomach would hurt so much. Placed it with maniacal laughter, which is still concerning, but rather less somehow. I think it's because I hang out with the writer people and they all have it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't count. 1, 2, 3. Can't count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's me gold? I was doing so well. I had a dream of getting stuck in an abandoned mine shaft. It was terrifying. That does sound terrifying. Ooh. My stomach does hurt very hard, yes. But shout out to my brother who didn't decide to crash the car. Hell yeah. Round of applause for brother who did not get into a wreck. That is the MVP. Or the MVD. Most valuable driver. This... Okay, where's my gold? Where's my lovely gold? I was getting so much and now I'm getting none. Oops. Let's see. Gold, please give me gold. I am not stepping 1 foot into the nether unless I have a full stack of gapples. And I have 5. I need enough gapples for 59 more gapples. Am I below 32? I am at 32. Lynn tried to find the stairs again. This way. Yes, you're not wrong. This way. Right, this way. Oh, wait, this is not behind me. This way. And then just like this way. This way. Also take gold for trade for fire res. Excellent point. Excellent point. Right now, I'm mostly concerned about the gapples because there's so much gold in the nether. It is named Theseus Academy. But I can get gold to trade in the nether. That's not super hard. I just want gapples. Theseus Academy. Because if you can't stand under the pressure, they're definitely just gonna throw you away. Absolutely. That is their praxis. If you can't stand the pressure, then break. Not a good school. Oh, I thought you were gold for a second. Got my hopes up, iron. Lovely. Sounds like my high school was hell. My high school wasn't that bad. The biggest issue with my high school was in my last I want to say 2 years. It might have been more than that. There was someone in my school who was on American Idol. She ended up winning second place. But the principal was all wrapped up in what she was doing on the American Idol because literally she was getting stuff out of it. Like I think the principal ended up getting a car from the situation, like was given a Ford. So like she was like financially invested in it, but it like ruined everyone else in the school because everything turned into being about this person. So that kind of sucked. By the way, when do people get their powers in Out for Blood? I was thinking probably somewhere between 6 and 9. So they would have had them a while. So yeah, somewhere between like 6 and 9 would be when they got them. And I write injustice so vividly. Actually, Matt, I like making characters that people get mad at. It is super fun. It is super fun. Like with Miel in Sweeter Than Honey, I enjoyed that. Especially liked writing Felix. Or like writing Dante and Jerry and Jericho in To Be Truly Free. Or like even the random cop in Death Shall Come. I just really like writing it. I don't know why. Like, sounds real bad. My school was the best science-oriented school in the state, and we had people moving into the boarding school half or the other end of the country. Pressure was so high. I can not even imagine how terrible that would be. Like, I'm so sorry. I cannot even imagine. That is so much pressure. Like, I was in like gifted classes in high school, and the pressure that some people were under was insane. I cannot imagine being in that sort of situation. You keep reminding me of all these people I love to hate. I love writing people that are just so wonderful to hate. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun. It's cathartic. Yeah, I don't think this is a spoiler. No, it's not a spoiler because they mentioned it. The fact that he's not dead yet. Because Jericho is not dead yet. He's still alive. Am I still in the Badlands? Don't know why I'm not getting any more gold. Making me sad. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Find a way to get into that fit. He will be soon. I have a plan for him. Oh, if I have my way, it would be next chapter. Because there's a specific event I want to happen in the current chapter. And I just keep writing and keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. And it's going and going. And I just want to get to that point. Please. Please. Catharsis. The catharsis. I read Sweeter Than Honey so often. The joy I feel. Neil's fate never fades. It's a great one. It's a good one. If we base plot off characters' names, Jericho's breaking down some walls. I enjoy seeing these terrible people get justice. I just finished it. I love it. Yes. So one thing that's interesting about the city of Jericho is when Jericho fell, it didn't just fall. It was cursed. It was cursed in the sense that basically anyone who tried to rebuild the city of Jericho would lose their son. And it's mentioned a couple of times. So the city of Jericho was like cursed to never be rebuilt. And anyone who tried, people died. So, fun fact, totally not relevant to anything. Let's get rid of this gravel. I don't need gravel, but lapis. Lapis I need. We like the blue. Instant Karma is a good Reddit. Techno's parents in Out for Blood are interesting because they have such high expectations and such low ones at the same time. They expect nothing, already decide he's going to be a failure, but if he's going to be there, if he's going to waste their time, sink or swim, all or nothing, and you'll get nothing until you are everything, something worth their time. Yep. Does Jericho have a son? No, but oh gosh, did I mention this in the fic or was this on Tumblr? I can't remember. Jerry and Hallowlance are both related to him. Like both of them were relatives. Did that get mentioned? I feel like I mentioned that in the fic. I hope I did because otherwise that's a bit awkward. But they're relatives. But they're like nephews. Like nephews or like great nephews or that. They're not like direct. Okay, cool. Then that means we'll just have to go back and like I could not remember if that was mentioned in the fic or someone asked that question on Tumblr and I answered it. Either way, I'll go back and read through. And if it hasn't been brought up, I mean, it'll probably get brought up because it's... Oh. Let me get that hydrates. Get some water. Warning, mouth noises. Mouth noises. Yes, I know I mentioned that they came from a priest family. I could not remember. I know 1, 2, 3. I know that in the not a flashback, when it's describing a lot of the ways that Jericho looks at them, it's usually like accompanied with something like looked at them fondly. And I think in the flashback, or like where Techno is talking about the time he moved to the capital, it talks about how people were frowning about his interaction the first time he fought Hallowlance. But I might not have outright said it in the fic. I'll have to see. I have to go back and look at it. If not, it has to get mentioned before what I have planned. Let's see. Reading Out for Blood and This Is Fire. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm so glad. I'm happy. I hope you enjoy every second of it. One time I was in VC and I figured noise suppression would catch the sound of me drinking. It did not, and everyone was upset with how loud I could drink. Oh, man. Yeah, and there is some nepotism involved with Hallowlance and Jareth. What happened to Heatsink? I think that's mentioned in chapter 2. So I won't spoil it. Unless you're already at chapter 2. I thought Hallowlance was a golden boy, but I didn't know of family connections. That's the thing, like, if I didn't mention in the fic, that's my bad. That's not what I was wanting. I didn't want to take a screenshot. I'll have to go back and not go back. I'm not going to go back and edit it into the fic, but it has to get mentioned at some point. Oh, and hold on. Let me write something down. I know exactly how I'll mention it. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. I know the best place to put that. I know exactly where to put that. Coolio. I know exactly. Villagers watching this like, yes, what a tragedy. Exactly. I know about family connections to Jerry, I think. Fight scene when Techno arrives at the capital. I know I cannot remember my own writing, man. I can't remember how in detail I go with some things. There's like a plot hole that has been a plot hole now for like 12 chapters because the time that I didn't mention it, there was a point that I was going to mention it, and then when I went back and edited, I cut it out because it didn't fit into place very well, and then I never put it back. And so it's been sitting in my notes, like every chapter, it's like, fix this plot hole, and then I don't because it still doesn't fit. He took his powers, OMG. Yeah, I totally wasn't rereading My Hero Academia when I did that fic. Totally wasn't rereading that. Couldn't have been. Techno was born in a smaller place, and everyone was so proud of him, and they sent him to the capital to be appreciated, but because Techno was better than the head priest's special guy, he's been beaten down, tortured, tormented, starved, and every other pay that could fit. Basically, yeah, that's pretty well summed up. Your magic, keeping track of all the tangled plot threads and small details, editing to fit continuity, amazing, glorious. I refuse to listen to the missing plot holes because it's one versus the many amazing connections. Guys, I'm already a puddle. You guys can't just say nice things about me. How dare you? Gold! Actually, say more nice things about me. You brought more gold. No, actually don't, because you guys might. That was a joke. Don't say more nice things about me. I'm already blushing. Okay, let's grab this. Give me that gold. A hug by Phil almost after he almost dies. Yes, yes. No. Also, I think it's so funny the other Blessed hated him because they thought he was stuck up and self-centered, but actually he's just socially awkward. Like, yeah, it's a mixture of the socially awkward, but then there's also the fact that because he is so, like, vile, like, reviled, no one wants that for themselves. So the people that are afraid are gonna stay away, and the people who think that they should be better than him are gonna look down at him like Cloven Scythe. And then there's the people who think he's looking down on them because they're around other individuals that act like that, and they make their own assumptions with his actions. Like, he's a misunderstood guy. 1, 2, 3. I'm so glad you liked it. So glad you liked it. Am I still in the Badlands? Yes. Okay, then we go over this way. And this way. We could absolutely talk about Death Shall Come. I am holding it hostage in my own head because I want to finish the chapter of To Be Truly Free and or the one shot I started. But the next chapter, I'm so excited. So Loveland Wilbur made the priests admit that, yes, Techno is the best at everything. There's nobody better than him in pretty much anything. But no, yeah. There's no way he's not chosen one. You managed to make it make sense from both perspectives, and I've never seen anything like it. It's terrific. I have so much fun with the language barrier and the formatting with Death Shall Come. Don't get me wrong. When I'm trying to do the CSS for that, I'm like swearing and cursing because I'm just not super familiar with it, and I'm following a tutorial. But it's so worth it. It is so worth it. It's so cool. And exactly, he can't, and to be truly free, he can't be the chosen one. We didn't choose him. And also, they wanted a political tool as well. And gosh, he just doesn't look good for the optics. Whereas HoloLance has red hair. Obviously. So beautiful. I'm so bad at consistent characterizations from point of view, but it's so good. I'm glad. Oh, weird noise. I thought I heard a weird noise. Okay, I'll go this. Oh no, this one has anxiety. Can we get a refund? Exactly. Refund, please. I have the receipt. It's fine. I made the receipt. I reread Death Shall Come without translation to see it from Techno's PV and see, that's how I write it. Or it's not how I write it because I know what they're saying, but when I write it, I do go through where I can only see what Techno is hearing and what he is seeing. It is such a fun type of miscommunication. The only thing I wish I could do to improve Death Shall Come is I'm not sure how well it works for screen readers. I would really like to make it more accessible to screen readers, but I don't really know. I'm in Savannah now. I don't really know how to do that and also get to use the fun miscommunication mechanic. The Peaches and Gapple scene. Again, this is what I'm talking about, self-indulgent, right? I hate Peaches, so guess what? Even though there's no canonical evidence for C-Techno hating Peaches, he's gonna now, because I hate Peaches, so he gets to hate Peaches. Type where it's so serious everyone else dies because they thought the precious boy was a bad boy. Exactly. They just don't understand. He's just a guy. He's the favorite guy. come on now. Actually, I should check to make sure I am still in the Badlands. Yes. Dude. 1, 2, 3. Not that way. Come on, gold. Right now we have enough for, let's see, 55 divided by 8 is, let's see, 56 is 7 times 8, right? So we have enough for 6 gapples right now. That is not enough. That is not enough. We need more gold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Techno faced with a god that has chased him for 3 years, killed thousands of people to get him handing him, hold on, can't read, to get him handing him his most hated fruit. I may die, but I certainly will not die with peach skin in my mouth. Basically, yeah, everyone has their limit. Everyone has their limit. I'm also, that's just self-indulgent. I would not want to eat a peach. Ugh. Just imagining it now. Well, I'm going to take a drink of water just so I don't have to imagine. Just not a fan. My mom makes a delicious peach cobbler, right? And I eat it, but I do not eat the peaches. I eat the cobbler. Like, I can deal with, like, the peach sweetness. It's fine. But just like, man, I'm not going to eat the flesh. I don't want the peach in my mouth. Man, it's going to be fun trying to figure out where the heck I put the stairs at. You can have all the peaches, please. No, the torture kidnapping me to feed me only peaches. No, I already was born in Georgia, guys. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I can't do it. Please. No peach zone. No peaches. Torture techno or torture email. No. I mean, I'll absolutely torture techno. Like, that's not even a question. That's just a fun time. That's just a fun time. If we torture her, then we gotta play the peaches. Oh gosh, peaches. Choose, Mr. Bond. On the right side, we have updating your fic with a regular schedule. And on the left side, we have coconuts. That's a hard decision to make. You come to my peach date and diss my peach. Oh, you want to see the peach state soon, hopefully? Georgia's cool. It has its moments, but I think that's every state. Unfortunately, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene, and so that's a little less great. Peaches I grew from seed. I mean, like, the peach trees are cool. Ooh, what's this? Someone could totally write Dark SBI Little Mermaid AU. Oops. I want to read that. Base it on family that is suddenly losing one of their children, one of their brothers. For what? Love of humankind, allure of knowledge, sunlight, hurting themselves for nothing because didn't they already have everything they need? Anyway, based off the original fairy tale with platonic affection. Ooh, that could be fun. That's a neat idea. Neat little plot bunny. Gonna journey across Georgia and cause a peach famine. Please do. Please. If you gave me a choice between being techno and ask for nothing, or eating cucumbers, I would choose techno. That's fair. Oh man, but I love ask for nothing. That's such a fun fic. Jail for Lynn for 100 years. No! What did I do? Hey, I'm glad you get to visit your QPP. That's fun. Please take all the peaches. Here's the thing. Georgia, you know, is the peach state, right? It's the peach state. Does not make the most peaches. Is not the state with the most peaches. 1, 2, 3. It might have been at one point, but it is not anymore. The state that makes the most peaches is Florida. I'll die of anaphylaxis, but I'll die happy. I mean, please don't die of anaphylaxis. Don't do it. Ah, gravel. I'm in Dripstone Caves. I don't even want to be here. Yeah, they do have oranges to focus on. And the peaches that are grown in Georgia are all South Georgia. I'm so lost, guys. I'm never going to get out here. I don't even know where the stairs are. I don't want to dig up yet. I don't have enough gold. I just want to, like, keep my bearings. Okay, here's the stairs. Okay, so I know where we are. Florida is the runoff from the old gods known as Appalachian Mountains. I will never willingly eat something grown in that land. I mean, Chattanooga is literally at the foot of the Appalachian Mountains. Like, I drive around one of the Appalachian Mountains on my way to work every morning. Those mountains are older than bones. Older than bones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ba ba da ba ba da. Okay, we are still in the Badlands. The only reason I like Florida is for if I get a job at the Kennedy Space Station. Ooh, that is cool. That is cool. So who wants a silly church fact? Oops, loses techno in the mines. Yes. Absolutely. Isn't that ask for nothing? He got lost in the mines. But here's a silly little church fact, right? So I do not go to cult church anymore. Right. I go to a different church with fun people. For the most part, there's a couple people I dislike, but that's anywhere. But pastor of said church does not like coconut because he's based. He's based as fuck. He hates coconut. Other opinions he have are not so good because he thinks cilantro tastes like soap, and I don't care if genetics are involved. Cilantro is delicious. Anyways, but something he always does is anytime he mentions Adam and Eve, he never refers to as an apple. He says, so when Adam and Eve ate the coconut, because he thinks all the sin in the world came from coconut. All of the sin came in the world from coconut because it's an evil fruit. He hates it. And if anyone tries to bring in a coconut dish, say like at a church potluck, he gets all real sad and he's like, I'm so sorry that I couldn't stop you from going to hell. I'm sorry that you brought this evil fruit in here. He hates it. Like he'll just shake his head sadly. It's like, so sorry. But yeah, literally anytime. And I'm not just talking about like in friendly conversation. If he's doing a sermon in front of everyone and he mentions Adam and Eve eating the fruit, he always says when Adam and Eve ate the coconut every single time. He like, how much of it is genuine? How much is it a meme? I mean, I know he's like being a little silly. Like he's not dead serious about it, but he just every time always like when they ate the coconut. It's funny. Did you know you can write an address and put stamps on the outside of a coconut and mail it in no box? I didn't know that, but I do know my pastor's address and I'm going to try it out. Gonna see what he says about that. It's probably gonna be like... Okay, we're still in the Badlands. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Lynn's homework is for the next street. Make him sign for delivery. I could do that. I could do that. Here's the thing. I will not even be, because I work one weekend a month, and that's actually next weekend. So I will not be there next Sunday. So I won't even get, he'd have to wait 2 weeks. 2 weeks to see me in person to like give me his sad, disappointed look. Be very funny. Wait, you were in cahoots. Oh yeah, I was in cahoots with someone the other day. What were you cahooting about? What were you cahooting around about? I'm very curious about the cahooting. I don't have to put a return. I want him to know it was me. If I'm going to do something like that, I want him to know. Eroded Badlands. Is that different from normal Badlands? We take no risks. A Lena Tyrell moment. Exactly. Tell Cersei. I want her to know. I want her to know it was me. Oh man, have you seen the latest drama with George R.R. Martin? So I don't know if you guys heard about the Hugo Awards last year. Did you guys hear about the train wreck of the Hugo Awards last year? Okay, so what happened at the Hugo Awards last year is basically a bunch of books got thrown out. Like they got disqualified for no reason. And then the runners of the Hugo Awards basically said, oh, it's because censorship laws. We were holding it in China and they have censorship laws and the Chinese government twisted our arm and did this. There's no record that the Chinese government ever did that. They just threw out books because they didn't agree with them. And they were books that were like LGBT friendly, books that were more towards like written by women, specifically written by women of color or non-straight women. So it was this huge thing. And basically the entire committee got fired and got kicked out. So this year they're preparing for the Hugo Awards, completely new committee, completely new everything. So one of the things the company's doing is like, we're going to play everything by the book. We're going to not do anything sketchy. Everything is, we're going to be by the book. We're going to be completely open. We're not going to do anything that would break the rules to have this kind of tarnish on our reputation again. So when they did that, that means they're also doing no nepotism. They don't want anyone just to waltz in by the power of their name to like be able to do panels at their Worldcon. So George R.R. Martin reached out to them, and being like, hey, I want to do something or another, some kind of panel or something. We're like, okay, here's this form, fill it out and we'll let you know, but we can't guarantee that you'll have a spot. And apparently he threw a fit over that and didn't fill out the form because he thought because of who he was, he should just automatically be given a spot. And so when he didn't fill out the form and didn't get a panel, he started writing on his personal blog about how he was snubbed by the Hugo Awards and by Worldcon, when it wasn't that. He just thought he should get special treatment. Because he had been buddy-buddy with the committee before. Like, they were super close. They were all his friends. But now they're not dealing with the nepotism, and he's throwing a tantrum. So yeah, that was something that's happened recently. Let's see. L, absolutely. Honestly, George R.R. Martin is just, he needs to remove the R's from his middle name because honestly, he's just filled with L's. He's filled with L takes. It's just, oh my gosh. He'll do anything but write the last book. You are absolutely correct. Like, oh my gosh. It's Jover, guys. Mom just sent her talking, like she's getting ready to work already, and I'm still awake. Oh god, my friend. It is morning. I am so sorry, my dude. Okay, let's see. So someone knocked on the door, and it was a gray uniform, and they backed up, but didn't leave. So I assumed a box needed signing. Turns out it was a Windows guy who needed one more person to agree to consultation before he got to go home, a promotion. Anyway, he offered me $20. He called his dude. I gave my info and pretended to own the house and agreed to pick up a call the next day, which the guy warned me off the do not pick up because I'm not the homeowner. Oh my gosh. I'm glad for you. Workers' rights, workers supporting workers. Good on you for that. Not that he's done anything. Okay, back on Jorah Mine. Not that he's done anything heinous from what I know. It's just that he's not the greatest writer, and an excuse of historical accuracy is laughable. It's stupid. He says historical accuracy and then does absolutely no historical research. It's like, oh yeah, they just were all violent and hated women back then. As if there weren't more things about it. Kaylin, chat, I gotta go. See you soon. Miss these streams, and I'm glad I finally caught one. Hey, see you next week, hopefully. Glad you got to come in for a little while, Tori. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Good night, good night. Halloween. His writing is supposed to be historically accurate. Game of Thrones is supposed to be heavily inspired by the War of the Roses in English history. So where the, frick, I'm going to get the names mixed up. The Lancasters and the, the two houses that were fighting over the throne in England that eventually led to the Tudor rule. Supposed to be based around that. Yes, so the Tudors didn't exist then. They only, the House of York. When the House of York and the House of Lancaster were both fighting for the throne, at the end of it, a Lancaster and a York married, and that created the Tudor line. But he's, like, obviously there were no dragons and stuff in the War of the Roses, but he's, like, supposedly basing, like, the politics and stuff and, like, the general atmosphere off of that time period, and it's just, he's not. He's just going with, like, the vibes of political turmoil. Like, it's not even at all similar. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not an area I've studied, but I'm pretty sure that twincest wasn't a major cause of the downfall of the previous regime. I'm not sure that there weren't any dragons in Old England. Well, you know what? There might not have been any in Old England, but there definitely were in Wales. I mean, look at their kick-ass flag. The Welsh had all the dragons. The England can only wish. The England could only wish. But yeah, they're originally supposed to be based on War of the Roses. It's very much not. I keep failing with my torch placement. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do this. And do this. This. Do this. Am I still in the Badlands? Yes. Just having bad luck in the Badlands. But I mean, that one saint knocked one on the head and killed it after charming it so it wasn't eating people anymore. Killing it was just a punishment. So, let's see, was that Michael? Michael, I think. The War of the Roses was Robert's rebellion. Now we just have Georgie Boy going on about how he thinks political turmoil goes. Okay. Like, he makes some characters that are supposed to be smart make the stupidest decisions in that show. Not show. Book. He didn't write the show. Though at least he could not write worse than the ending of that show. Gosh, that show's ending sucked. And it was just totally creepy the way they handled Sansa's story. Like, they were total creeps about that. Let's go over here. Boop, boop. Ooh, coal. Give me that delicious, delicious gold. Gold! There we go. My coworker and I joke that he's probably banking on passing away before he has to finish the last book. Free him from that torment. Free us from that torment. Honestly, he really should just admit he's not going to finish it. Like, I know, like, people would be pissed and he'd probably get into legal trouble, but, like, come on, dude. Block the coal? Yeah, I could block it. That might make my life a little easier. Don't have my crafting table on me. Don't know where I put that. Boop, boop. Put this here. Okay. Cool. To do this. And we'll just go ahead and turn some of this into torches. Bop. Oh, block the lapis too? You're so right. You're so right. Only thing with the lapis, I don't have an... Well, it's just 2 lapis, so... Boop. Let's see, I picked up cobblestone. I did, yeah. It's fine. I'll throw it away whenever I don't need it anymore. I'll throw it away when I don't need it anymore. Boop. Fossabot, stop calling me out. I haven't updated that in like 2 months. It's my own fault. That's right. I can, well, I don't have enough right now. Like, I'd only have 1 stack. I would end up losing more. Off topic, it's the 20th for me already. Happy Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landing on the moon anniversary. Yo! Happy Space Day! Happy day for space. The moon got steppied on today. Little feetsies on the moon. That was weird. Heck yeah. It's going to be sad when they finally, the International Space Station crashes. Because it's supposed to be crashing within the next decade, right? Eerie noise. Ugh. By the way, chat, I'm realizing I don't have anyone's pronouns. If anyone wants to share, I'm she, her. She, he. Okay. I need to download there's an extension you can use for Twitch that anyone that has the extension can put their pronouns in it and it'll show up next to their name. Like, which I think is really cool. She, him. Got it. No preference for pronouns, except that I don't like it. Fair. Okay. She, her. See, I need to get at least bruh. I need to at least get coal blocky. Yeah. They, them. I need to get the extension that you can use to like put notes on people. Block. So I can remember everyone. Did I get everything? Did. Okay, now we go 1, 2, 3. But there's like one where you can like add notes. That's cool. I mean, foxes can be whatever they want to be. They foxy. Let's see. Am I still even in the Badlands? Eroded Badlands. Feel like Eroded Badlands is different. I don't want to have to keep making this. The rapscallions. What did the fox say? Whatever the fox wanted to say. Okay, I guess we'll go this way. Get a bit more coal. Not what I'm looking for, but I can always use more coal. I don't like it because I'm a person, Tommy. Discs aren't people. I'm trying to remember that whole conversation. Let's see. Okay, I'm very lost again. Where's the stairs? Right here. Her. Let's see, this way. Where's the gold? That's totally understandable. Using a new art program and all my shortcuts, where have they gone? Ooh, what art program are you using? 1, 2, 3. I want to learn to draw. I would very much like to learn to draw. But that would have to require me practicing drawing. 1, 2, 3. Clip Studio the other day. Ooh, yes. And that's one that's like, you buy it once and you're good, right? Like no subscription model, no stupidity like Adobe. I just want to learn to draw. I'm pretty good at drawing Danny Phantom in one pose. Yeah, subscriptions are dumb. I hate how everything's going to them. Next thing you know, they're going to do a subscription to be able to drive your car. Like how many times you can turn your key. One buy at a time. Maybe I should get that. Just to learn on it. Don't give Tesla's ideas. As if I'd ever buy a Tesla. Piracy. I want physical music. One thing I love about Chattanooga is we have a McKay's bookstore, which it's a used bookstore that sells a bunch of different stuff. You can get like tech stuff, you can get records, you can get Magic the Gathering cards, and they just have like a massive section of music. So it's like CDs, but it's also like records. So you can go in there and like get a bunch of physical media stuff I didn't realize even had a disc version of it. And it's all really cheap because everything in there is secondhand. Can I get Derivacat discs? I mean, you can. You could always burn them. It's pretty easy to burn a disc. Like you could download the MP3 off of YouTube and burn it onto a disc. I don't know if Derivacat sells discs. I mean, maybe they do. Do they have? Does Derivacat have a a Patreon or something. Oh no, ad, and I didn't warn you guys, and there's an ad. Let me get a quick drink. Yeah, but you can copy it from a exactly. Do you every disc player should have that capability. But the program on Windows that let's see. Okay, let's get rid of this. I need to back away from drawing. Something about is vexing me. Blocky gold. Yes. You can look up tutorials for how to burst a CD. It's not super hard. It's just kind of hard for me to tell you because I don't know what programs you have on your computer. But most computers come with an audio program on it that will burn a disc. I just don't know what's on specifically your computer. Gold. No. That's what I want. Got 8. No. Give back. Thank you. Mine is a laptop. I can't disc. You could, you might not have like the disc tray on your laptop, but if you go to like a, like Office Depot or something like that, they make external disc trays, that are like connect via USB to your laptop if it doesn't have the disk drive. But they're, yeah, like they said, they're not super expensive. They're pretty cheap. And then like you can use it multiple times. So like anything you want to burn, you can just keep going. 1, 2, 3. And then like you can buy like easily buy like 100 blank discs. Yeah, like easily buy like 100 blank discs for just about as much. Yeah, for some, there has to be some like copyright reason for why Voices is not anywhere for sale. Like it's not on Spotify. The only place you can really listen to it is on YouTube. Yes, old PC games. Do I want to keep this copper? If I remember when I was little, my dad would get up in the middle of the night several times to swap CDs, DVDs he was burning movies onto. I've gotten really used to burning DVDs because for some reason, anytime someone in my family, extended family, whatnot dies, I end up being the one to make like the PowerPoint of pictures because funeral homes will like sell those PowerPoints for like $300. It's like, no, I'm not making that. I'm not paying you $300 to make a glorified PowerPoint. How do you download music from YouTube? So there's quite a few yeah, exactly. There's quite a few websites that allow you to download them. Basically, you'll end up copying the link from YouTube, putting them into one of those websites, and it'll rip it. Either you can just rip the audio, or you could rip the whole video to keep for yourself. Be careful with them though, and make sure you have like ad blocker on your computer. Because they can try to trick you into, they can be sketchy sites. Like they might have a weird link that they might try to get you to click. But a lot of them, there's a lot of websites and they're mostly safe. Just don't like click on the link that says, oh, you've won a laptop or something like that. Exactly. Those are all recommended. You didn't actually win a laptop. I'm so sorry. So sorry to be the one to Before you hit download, click and drag on the download button. If it drags around, it lies. Exact. That's a good point. If it drags around, it means it's an image and not the actual download button. But no, sorry puns. Sorry to tell you this. However, if you do click this link that I'm going to send you, you will win a free year of subscriptions to every YouTuber. Boom. It's really not that dangerous. It can be a little intimidating if you've never done anything like that before. But it's really not that dangerous. It's mostly just pay attention to what the website looks like. There's nothing I feel like you could do that's going to like brick your computer. And also remember, like, you're looking at it on Google. You're looking up at Google. Google does a really good job of making sure that the sketchiest websites don't end up on the first page. Cool, you're right. So much coal. So much coal. So much coal. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. Block. Click the link and you get a whole year fix for completely free. All we require is time and all your brain thoughts dedicated to it. I mean, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Who needs brain thoughts when you could have year-long supply of fic? One coal left. Oh, there is. Nice. Lynn, if I post an in-progress picture of an art, do you want to be tagged in it, even if it's not great? Yes, 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 please, yes, please, 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 please. Thank you. I don't think you need to worry about your hardcore world anymore. You live in the mine now. Exactly. I live here now. I live here. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to be instantly murked by phantoms because I haven't slept in who knows how long. Let's see. I just need gold. And I love copper, so I don't want to get rid of the copper. I don't need cobble. I love building with copper. And like, you know, there's the new update. There's another update. Bedge. I mean, I have the bedge. I could lay it down, but I don't even know if it's nighttime yet. 1, 2, 3. You'll burn your retinas with the sunlight after the decades spent underground. No, not my retinas. My retinas. I need those. I use those to see. That's dirt. It's moments like these I remember Phil's of Minecraft telling me always to mine my dirt. Phil's of Minecraft, you failed me. I'm sad. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go this way. Are we still in the Badlands? Nope, we're in Dripstone Caves. We're going to go all the way back. Okay, we're in Badlands again. Let's go this way. Where only I can dress. I try very hard not to sing along with songs on stream, even though I'm tempted. I saw that clip recently of where Amma, who played Tallulah on the QSMP, took a video of when Phil was singing Jort Storm, but they couldn't hear the music from his point of view, so it was just him singing a cappella. And I'm like, I don't need too many clips of me doing that, please. Not that he was a bad singer, but also I am a bad singer. Odysseus. But gosh, this song is catchy. Acapella George Storm was so good. It was. I'm so happy he's going to try to make that an alert sound. That's so funny. More coal. Okay, still in the Badlands. To the thunder bringer. Honestly, you're not that bad of a singer. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't think I'm like tone deaf or anything. It's just, you know, not like I'm no superstar or anything like that. I have a voice that's decent for karaoke and singing with friends. I wish I had a larger range of singing, both higher and lower. I think if I could choose something about my singing voice, I would wish my singing voice was a little stronger. Coal block. Like, it doesn't need to be higher or stronger. Okay, why is this doing this? Or maybe it doesn't need to be higher or lower. It just needs to be a little less head voice is the term I'm looking for. It's just like a little bit light. I sound like a silly little bird singing. Singy bird. Bop. Okay, we're still in the Badlands, right? Yes. We did this, so it's 1, 2, 3. Reminder to everyone to stretch your voice before singing. You'll sound better, have better range, and will hurt less. That is absolutely true. I also try to stretch my voice before I stream because I know I'm going to be talking for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I don't want to injure my voice. Even still, though, if I spend literally the rest, I don't talk in real life. I don't talk too much. I absolutely go days where I probably don't say more than like 500 words. Like whole days without 500 words. And then I stream and I talk a lot. So I realize that's probably not great vocal exercise. So I try to, there's like a 5-minute warm up on YouTube that I just follow that, which is just like goo, 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 you know. Oh, you magically changing accents. Heck yeah. Please show me how to do that, because I really wanted to do an Italian accent for Roba Guy Lucci, but every time I've looked up online how to do an Italian accent and try to follow along, it just turns into a really bad French accent, because that's the only accent I know how to somewhat do. And like you said earlier, yes, I have a good song voice for lullabies. Drama class warm-ups. Aha! When I know the name of his sirens. Ooh. I've never had any kind of training with stuff like that. I literally just knew enough science that it was a good idea to warm up my voice. So when I started doing streaming, I'm like, okay, I should look up voice exercises just to be smart. I have a voice for church congregation. Ooh, that's fun. My church does not have nearly enough singers in it. Everyone is too shy, me included. That just reminded me of a Pastor Tim story. I'm going to write that one down so I don't forget it whenever someone redeems that. It reminded me of a Pastor Tim story. That's just... Well, there we go. Okay, Pastor Tim Tail. Yeah, I can do that. Let me get a drink of water first, though. One sec. Coolio. So, Pastor Tim's story. So, for just in case there's anyone in the chat that doesn't know who Pastor Tim was, I was raised in a sort of evangelical cult, and Pastor Tim was the pastor of this evangelical cult. So I have a lot of stories that vary from kind of silly to incredibly traumatic. This one is probably going to be more towards the trauma. So, as we know, Pastor Tim had a daughter who had the exact same name as me. So we call her Len the Lesser, and Len the Lesser did not like me. So Len the Lesser didn't like a lot of people. If you weren't friends with Len the Lesser, your life was living hell. Like, she absolutely played into that pastor's kid mentality. So there was another girl that was the same age as Len the Lesser. I'm trying to think of a fake name for her because she was a sweetheart. I'll call her Natalie. We'll call her Natalie. So Natalie had a mom whose name was Deborah. And Deborah, I loved Deborah. Deborah was nice. Deborah sang in the church choir. She was like super involved in it. She was like super vocal. And like she's just like always up the stage. She would like encourage people to join the church choir. That's why I was remembering this story. Because a couple of times she asked me to come up there and help, and I'm just like, I'm a little guy. I'm just a little lady. But back then I had like a huge personality. I wanted to be involved in everything. So I would, if she invited me up to go into the church choir, even though I didn't know any of the stuff, I would go. I was like 6. Okay, when I say little lady, I'm like 6 when this happened. At the time, Len the Lesser and Natalie were probably 16. Yes. So anyway, going with that. I don't know all of the events that were going on, but what happened is Natalie ended up getting pregnant. Natalie got pregnant, and her mom was not being an asshole to her about it. It was a teen pregnancy, not the best of situations, but her mom was making the best of it. Her mom was being like super supportive. She was trying not to make like Natalie feel guilty about it. She was being there for her daughter. But like she was talking about how she was happy she was going to be a grandmother when Natalie eventually had kids. Deborah was fantastic. I still love Deborah. But Pastor Tim did not like this attitude. He believed that Natalie should be more punished for this situation. So he took it into his own hands. So we're doing church as normal. Choir goes up there. Everyone sings their heart out. Deborah goes up there and sings her heart out. Choir stops. I'll block Copper here in a second. Yeah. Choir stops. Everyone goes back to their seats. And Pastor Tim gets up on there and he starts speaking. And he starts talking about how it's a sin, for someone to get married outside of wedding, and that how people should never, like, how some people should realize that you shouldn't be happy about that situation. And then specifically pointed out Deborah and Natalie in front of the whole congregation, like how this is a sin, how you shouldn't be acting like this. And basically had Natalie in tears, literally brought them, dragged them up to the front of the church in front of everyone. Like I'm talking about literally pulled them out of their seats and pulled them in front of the church. This church hardly had like 250 people in it, and talked about how this should be an example of what someone should not do. And like Oh, it was like traumatizing. Like Natalie was in tears. Deborah was like furious. Like her face was so red. She was furious. Yeah, like it was awful. And shocking no one, they didn't come back to that church the next week, right? They didn't come back to church for that the next week. And just so you know, like how much of a hypocrite he is, the reason I mentioned Len the Lesser earlier is years later, he had already been kicked out of that church organization. He'd already been exiled to Florida. And he started posting on social media how he was so excited to be a grandfather because his daughter, Len the Lesser, had gotten pregnant. And she was an adult at the point. It wasn't a teen pregnancy, but she was not married. And that was his big issue. He didn't care that she was a teenager that got pregnant. He cared that she wasn't married. And he was just so happy that Len the Lesser got pregnant. So happy to be grandfather. Everything that Deborah had said, he was like repeating that. But it was fine when he said it. Because that's the kind of person he was. Ugh. It's just like, man. He pisses me off. But yeah, that. Did anyone point it out to him? I mean, I didn't. I don't want to talk to him ever. So I'm sure someone probably did. But it certainly wasn't me. How do I keep getting these stripstone caves? Yeah, I'm so glad I escaped. I'm so glad I played. No, wait, I can't tell. I don't think I told that story. I'm so glad I played Ninja so much that I didn't get brainwashed at the church camp they sent me to. I'm so glad I got obsessed with playing Ninja that I didn't have to deal with that. I'm so lost. I have no idea how to get out of these caves anymore. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're going to find our staircase so we can reevaluate where we are. But yeah. That was a Pastor Tim story. I still feel so bad for Natalie. I've seen Deborah since then. I haven't seen Natalie. Petition for you to work Pastor Tim and order your fix to give VLS Gandhi. That would be so satisfying. That would be so satisfying. I'm not going to lie. That would be good. Justice for Natalie. Yeah, honestly, as far as I know, Natalie's doing absolutely fantastic. She has her whole life together. Her mom's still in her corner. Like, I think she's doing good in this year, 2K24. Pastor Tim and TVTF getting stabbed. Oh man, that would be a good one. Just totally self-indulgent. Good for Natalie. Like, I'm so happy with Natalie. Is it here? Found the staircase. Alrighty. We know where the staircase is now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're already stabbing clergy. Yeah. I hope everyone, you know how whenever you write something and then that's like really telling of who you are as a person. I feel like anytime I write anything to do with religious trauma, it should be obvious, you know, like it's been like, oopsie daisy. Telling a little bit too much on myself. Okay. Pastor Tim should fight my pastor, bruh. My current pastor wants to fight him. Like, my current pastor wants to fight him. He cannot stand him at all. Death Shall Come would be another candidate. That actually wouldn't be that hard. I could probably work that in. Pastor Tim should eat nails. He should. Sucked so much. Horrible human being. Death Shall Come on Swift Wings 2, who's named Pastor Tim. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I'm laughing too hard.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to our
Aw.
underscore fox.
Thanks for the gifted sub, Anonymous. You get extra techno trauma for Spice, depending on how the language barrier is. Yeah, if you guys ever see someone named Tim pop up anything, you know who it's gonna be now. 1, 2. Can I make anyone as sleazy as that man was? I don't know. I can try though. Tim, the cult leader seeking favor for personal gain, gets obliterated. That would work. That would work really well. Oh man, that would be... I'm just thinking of the catharsis of that, man. He was such a dick. And it's so funny that I said he got exiled to Florida. And that is exactly... Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you so much for all the gifted subs. What? Thank you. I'm just a little speechless. Thanks for all the gifted subs, friend. Oh. Guys! No. Guys, you just hit the sub goal. Guys, you just hit the sub goal. Yeah, now I gotta do a drunk speed run one day. Oh gosh. That definitely can't be next weekend because I gotta work next weekend. Oh man. It won't be today and it won't be next weekend, but I'll shoot for the first Friday in August. That's when we'll do that. Because I got to get alcohol. I don't have any in the house right now. Frick. I've never done a speed run in my life, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. You were too nice to me. Oh, I'm gonna take off this house coat. I'm too warm. You guys have made me blush all over my body. Yep. But yeah, I will plan that. I'll put that on the calendar, so... Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, okay. I'll have to come up with a new sub goal after that. I don't know what the next one would be. I didn't know we would hit that one. I was actually thinking about lowering that. Honestly, because like I was looking at it, I was like, oh, it's been a while. But gosh, guys, you're too nice. You're too nice. What the fuck, guys? You're too nice. Stop. Oh my gosh. We'll have to think of a new sub goal after that. But yeah, we'll definitely do the drunk speed run. Oh my gosh. My gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm just astounded. I'm just astounded. Oh my goodness. You guys. Oh. You're too nice. You guys are too nice to me. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. That is so incredibly sweet of you. That's so incredibly sweet of you. But yeah, we will definitely be doing that that drunk speed run. Oh, I'm gonna have such a headache. It's fine. I'm gonna look up some speed running tricks in the next 2 weeks while we prepare for that. You guys you very much broke me. You broke me worse. I'm so broke. I mean, I just words. I'm at a loss for words. I appreciate it a ton. Okay, so we're gonna... But yeah, drug speed run incoming soon. Oh my... I just want to sit here and like say thanks like 300 times in a row. Like that's what I'm going for. Like I appreciate it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, I can't count. You broke me so much I can't count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Seriously, guys, you guys are rock stars. 1, 2, 3. She lost math. We broke her so much. I have lost math. I've lost it. The math is the memory, the very memory of math has disappeared. Okay, I'm still in the Badlands. I gotta take the chance of being an active member of the community. Won't get much of a chance when I start a new job soon. Hey, congrats on the new job, though. That sounds fun. Hopefully it's something you've been looking forward to. So you did this. 1, 2, 3. Like, starting new jobs is both exciting and terrifying. It's excitifying. Terraciting. New words. If the old words are broken, make up new words. Shakespeare probably said something like that. Still in the Badlands. We haven't gotten any new gold in a while. Where's all the new gold? Would certainly explain a lot about Shakespeare. Yeah, like elbow. There is no documented use of the word elbow before Shakespeare. Doesn't mean it wasn't used, but... Level 3 hype train. Aww. I have a deep loathing for crop dusters. Crop dusters. Do you mean like actual crop dusters or like people who, you know, crop dust that do a little fart and then walk off? Like, which crop dusters? Teeth. Unregulated aircraft. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those suck. Underregulated. Oh, I saw unregulated and I was like, yeah, I would not want unregulated plane. Underregulated. Okay. That is marginally better. Is that the one there? I love and appreciate all those who take care of teeth. Yes. I need to go to the dentist soon. I need to find a new dentist because it's almost time for my 6-month cleaning. And my dentist charges too much money and doesn't take my insurance. So he's got to go. He's got to go. They can do basically anything within 2 miles of a field. Oh. I imagine that causes a lot of accidents. And damage. Yeah, that doesn't, like, I'm guessing they're called crop dusters because they, like, do stuff for crops. Like, I'm guessing, like, watering and, like, pesticides and maybe seeding? I don't feel like that would be very efficient. Tripstone caves, dang it. Just gonna do that. They can go upside down if they want to. See, I'm afraid of planes. I've told that story before, but I'm not very fond of planes. Okay, here's the stairs. Planes scare me. Okay, we did this way. I feel like we need to just go to a different place. Like go like to a completely different. Oh, I don't want to. That's just like so far, and we're still in the Badlands. Don't wanna. We could try going up a level. Like, oops. It spawns above 32, so we could, like, try going up a couple levels. See if we have any luck. That might be a good idea. See what we get. Because, like, right now we're at 35. Please vote to reduce crop dusting shenanigans. If that's on a ballot, absolutely. The only crop dusting should be the gross kind. Well, we immediately got luck. Nice. This was a better or a good choice. Go this way. To do this. I fear planes. Just came back. What the hell? When the hell did you get 15 subs? Some cool people gifted me some subs. So, yeah. I'm still reeling from it. I'm still very flustered from it. But some cool people did that. So we get to do a drug speed run. Yay! Not directly, but one political party basically wants to gut a lot of regulatory agencies. That doesn't surprise me at all. 11 sub gifts in a single stream. Yep, I think so. I think that's correct. Yeah, still reeling from that. Like NOAA, they track hurricanes. Yes, I did see something. Oh, right, because they also wanted to make it so, like, you have to pay to get weather updates instead of, like, getting free weather updates. Like, getting rid of the national... That's it, getting rid of the National Weather Service. Someone in my family, I think World War II was in... Oh gosh, I can't read that for some reason. Why is my chat doing this? Here, we're just going to do this. We're going to... No, don't do that. I'm moving my chat around on my OBS so I can see. Stop. There we go. Back to game. Someone in my family in, I think, World War II was in the back of a plane. He was basically navigation. He dropped his pencil, so he bent down to get it, and his part of the plane was blown up. Oh my gosh, plane moves are screaming, oh my gosh. Two popped up like, hey guys, my pencil saved my life. Holy crap. Gosh, that is scary, like, to think about. Okay, I put that in. Think it might be annoying if you Tumblr plowers that have... I mean, even so, like, and get on people's nerves a little bit. It's not a crime to get on people's nerves for something you believe in, and it's your Tumblr, so they can get over it. For some reason, I've been losing a lot of Tumblr followers lately. I think it's just people who didn't realize they still followed me and are no longer in the fandom, so they decided, oh, okay, now this person has become very visible with the amount of times they post and decided to do something about it. Nice. Nice. Let's get rid of some cobblestone to pick up this lapis. Their loss, exactly. Oh, wow. His plane nearly hit a mountain because the terrain map was in meters and, oh my gosh, and the altimeter was in feet. Okay, yeah, that's a major difference. That's a major, major difference. Where am I? Oh, my mine's down below me. I don't want to deal with this. Don't want to deal with the... Okay, and this is the correct line, yes. Frickin' gravel. Go away, gravel. Oh, that's not gravel. Okay, we'll put this here. And we'll go bop, 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 bop. Oh, no, the copper. Are you gravel? No. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. I have finished drawing my melodramatic OC art. Heck yes! Heck yes. It's self-care. Art is self-care. Drawing self-indulgent, melodramatic OC art is self-care. My grandpa worked in the Air Force in egress, repairing planes. He also helped make it so ejection seats gyroscope to save the pilot's life. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. But heck yeah. I have a pocket watch that was my grandfather's. And he fought in World War II. And the pocket watch is all in Russian. So I think he might have stolen it. Which is fine. It's mine now. And he could, it's not his. He's dead, so pocket watch is mine now. But yeah, it says on it, the thing is, like, he did not fight in World War I, but I did, like, Google quickly, like, what it says on it, and it seems to be like some kind of like memorial pocket watch from World War I, like sort of like a memory thing, like in memory of World War I, because it calls it like whatever the Russian word was for World War I before World War II happened, and I can't remember what it is right now. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Navigator's kit, heck yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm German. My great-grandpa stole Nazi parachutes to make clothes for his kids out of the fabric. That's so funny and so based. That's so big. I'm in the dripstone caves. There's too many dripstone caves. Okay, stairs. Why did I stop going this way? I should go this way. Sounds like someone got their dad's... Ooh, I missed that. Dripstone caves are the worst kind of cave. I mean, I could technically use some dripstone because I do want to get more lava to start smelting with lava. But also, that's not what my goal is right now. I need gold. I'm looking for gold. It's like someone got the World War I knife for good luck in World War II and got it stolen. Exactly, by my grandpa. Go, grandpa. I know... Well, actually, like... We were allies with Russia in World War II, so I don't know why he would have done that. Don't know why he would have done that. Good for him, I guess. Okay, and this way. That's cool. To be a rapscallion. Exactly, exactly. He was just being a silly guy. What's going on over here? Maybe he got it as a gift from a Russian friend. He could have. I have no idea where he got it. It could have been a gift. Might not be thievery at all. You don't have to be someone's enemy to steal from them. Exactly. You could also just be their sister. Ask Brandy. This proves they're true. This is the home that the wind got. Gosh, I love Epic the musical. I'm already excited for the next saga. Stream almost over. It is. We got about 15 minutes left. But we'll see. I like to use the good metal drawing compasses for drawing circles. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever... No, I have used a drawing compass. I remember. We had them in, like, elementary school. And they're like, oh, you use these to draw circles. Use it to draw a circle. And then didn't show us how to draw a circle with it. So they got wonky circles and were shocked. The animatics for Epic are so cool. They are. And of course, Wolfies are amazing. But, like, so many people have made such good animatics. Like, it's insane. There's so much talent. This Gigi's animatics, oh, I'll have to look them up. I've probably seen them. I've seen them. I just can't remember everyone's name that have made them because there's so many cool people. It's the first time I watched an entire stream. It's almost 6 a.m. I appreciate you staying, but also please take care of your sleep schedule. Like, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If you're good with staying up to 6 a.m., I'm glad to have you. But health first, yes. Like, if you're good for you. I'm glad to have you. But, like, do always make sure to take care of yourself first. The suffering ones are glorious. Oh my gosh. I love the suffering ones with the whole, like, the ear tuck thing. Like, I'm so shy. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I'm laughing. I have seen dolphin children. I don't know if I've seen that. That's funny. Like, all of Thunderbringer is just so good. Like, so good. Like, every single saga has been good, right? But, like, usually I have, like, one song in the saga that's my favorite. Just like, I think, like, most people with everything, you have one that's your favorite. But Thunderbringer, it changes from day to day, which is my favorite. Or it changes from day to day, which one's playing on repeat in my head. They're just, oh, so good. It was, like, addictive. My favorite part of Suffering animatics is what people do for their daughter. Ooh, I don't know if I've seen that. I need to see that. Every saga just gets better than the last. Absolutely. Every saga is good, and it's just, like, getting so good. Oh, I can yell about it all day. It's so good. Did I miss some? Got it. Odysseus doesn't mess around when he did that 180. Yum. I feel like Odysseus did too hard a 180, in all honesty, because, like, he says in one of the songs, it's like, who would care if I was a monster to everyone but us? But who is us in that? Like, he's like, who would complain if we get it home? And if he's like a monster to everyone but us. And it's like, at the time I was thinking like, oh, he's talking about him and the crew to everyone but us. But I don't think that that is actually true. I think it's like supposed to sort of imply it. But yeah, exactly what you said. Us is him, Penelope, and Telemachus. It's not the crew. He would have liked to get the crew home, but at the end of the day, that is not his priority. And I think that's going to be really interesting when we finally get to the point, because, you know, this final song where he's with Penelope and, like, the clips of it we've seen, like, they're going to be talking about, like, can you love the man I am now, basically, sort of situation. And it's like, I think we're going to have to confront that, that who would care, if I was ruthless for everyone but us. I think we're going to confront that. And I think it's going to be interesting. And I'm excited. Either that or he's going to confront that idea on Calypso's island. Because Calypso's not going to want to let him go. And why should she care if he wants to let go? Like, it's going to be so cool. At the end of the day, he's kind of selfish and self-centered. He's incredibly selfish and self-centered. And I love that. I love that about him. I'm so excited to see where it goes. Okay. So excited. I know I made a post on it on Tumblr. I think people are a little too mean to Eurylochus. Like, Eurylochus definitely fucked up with the windbag. He did a bad job. But a lot of people are acting like Odysseus didn't do a bad job. Oh my gosh, yes. In Scylla, Eurylochus's part is so good. Like, Eurylochus did a lot of fuck ups. He did some major fuck ups. But he's not solely at fault. They're both men. I think that's super important. I don't think Eurylochus ever really looked at Odysseus as just a man. He saw himself as just a man, but he saw Odysseus as something bigger. He saw him as his captain. He saw him as someone who shouldn't make mistakes. He's the captain, you know? And I think, in my head anyways, it's sort of like at that point where he's about to kill the cattle or try to kill the cattle. He says, "I'm just a man," as if Odysseus's instructions to him are similar to Zeus's instructions to Odysseus in the first song, in not the horse and the infant, where he's telling them to kill the baby. But where, like, in a sense, I think Eurylochus held Odysseus to impossibly high standards. Oops. But the thing is, also on that side, Odysseus listened to Zeus. And I think that's really interesting because Eurylochus did not listen to Odysseus there. But I just think that's going to be an interesting little back and forth. I want to see what was said there, and I can't really see it. I gotta figure out a different setup for my chat, because right now I have like 2 inches on my screen where I can see chat. And if there's like more than 2 conversations, I can't see stuff. That's something for next week, Lynn, to figure out. TBTF, Techno would absolutely build a glider and launch himself off a tower to escape. Absolutely. And all of his planning, he planned out it perfectly, and it should work. But because of fate and situations outside his control, it won't work. Boop. Quick. This is such a when did I put this song in here? Can't remember. Okay. Okay, we did not do this way. But Epic is so well done. He is so... I try to steer away from calling people talented, because it's not just talent. That man has worked so incredibly hard on so many details of that story. It's not just talent. He has earned that. Like, he has done such a good job. Like... It's not, like, I'm sure he is very talented, but the hard work and dedication that man has put for that musical is astounding. Like, I almost want to sing his praises, like, because he's just put so much effort into it. Go this way. I'm so much more impressed by skill than talent. Skill takes effort. And you can see it. It's amazing. And a lot of people who have talent, like, they work to make that talent better. But it feels cruel to talk about like the talent and not all the effort someone puts into something. It's so interesting though, because you have Odysseus' thought process as he realizes you're like his betrayal. The sudden question of, if I get rid of him, will it go smoothly? There's so much betrayal, and that's the driving force of the decision. But then there's the veneer of logic behind it, the stratagem. Exactly. There's so many cool, all implied thought process. I agree. It's so good. Like, it's so incredibly good. Okay, let's see if it'll let me sleep. Because I have to end the stream soon, because I do not, I cannot stream for another 40 minutes, and it's about to play ads. And I hate to play ads and then book it, because that's really unfair. So I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to be able to sleep. Boop. Okay, so we got 2 minutes before the next ad. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on ending this right now. So let's go ahead and like get out of this. Pop. Good night, guys. Thank you guys so much for the stream. Thank you guys so much for the gifted subs. I'm still just like blown away from that. I think right now I'm in shock. I'm going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning and not realize that happened. But yeah, you guys are so great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, having fun. I hope you guys have a great night, a great weekend, and I should see you guys again next week. It might be a little later next week, just because I'm going to be watching the Olympics opening ceremony with a friend, but I will definitely let you guys know beforehand. Thank you guys so much for being here. Good night. Sleep tight. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
So he has gifted a tier 1 sub to Hollow Banana. They have given 6 gift subs in the channel.
6 gifted subs, friend. Oh my goodness. Like, good night.